cool to have the bragging rights. I mean, we always say we are the best show, so.
Yeah, and I mean, I think one of the big things for us was consistency with our show. Me, Andrew, and Brent have been doing it together for a year now. Alex joined last quarter, but not a lot of shows in the sports department have like the consistency. There's a lot of turnover, between more new people coming in and different seasons of sports. Like for us, it's always baseball all the time.
For me, it's just exciting to get some recognition outside of our little community, kind of hopefully get some more people to tune in, and hopefully we can show them that we're more than just baseball nerds.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, I haven't been around long. I just interned last quarter. But once I jumped on this show, it was like, all right, sweet. Like, I didn't have to worry about, maybe finding something else to do. It was like, all right, perfect. This is exactly what I wanted to do once I joined. Like, it was awesome.
Well, I mean, in a way, it kind of starts with me, I guess. When I was a freshman, all the way back in 2012, I went to orientation, and my new student advisor had mentioned that there was someone looking for an intern on this MLB show on UCLA Radio. I hadn't really heard about it, but I was like, all right, that's pretty much exactly what I want to do. So I joined, and we had a great time, and it kind of just went from there. I didn't really want to stop at all, and fortunately there was enough interest, or I managed to reach out to people, and I found all these guys one way or another, and it's been great.
Yeah, for me, so when I interned winter of last school year, I was originally on a show called Around the Leagues, and it was fun, good group of guys, but there was like 10 minutes of baseball at most. I know other sports, but like baseball is what I like to talk about. It's what I know the most about. And Andrew actually reached out to me probably like week 2 or week 3 of the quarter and was like, hey, like we don't have an intern, we have an open spot, would you like to be on the show? Came on, the crew hit it off right away, and it's been all fun since.
Yeah, we've all been interns under Andrew, and so I remember I joined spring of last year, and my first show, Nadia and Chase were both busy, so it was just me and Andrew, and it was like jumping right in. I had a blast just talking about baseball for what seemed like less than an hour, but
Yeah, I mean, like I was saying earlier, joining MLB Talk was like, I didn't want to do much else. Like Chase is saying, like, other sports, but like baseball is your sport. I mean, for me, baseball is totally my sport, So doing this and like, these guys know what they're talking about. It's not like, it's a bunch of bums, like just knowing like cursory baseball stuff. It's like we all have the same in-depth knowledge. And like, you notice when you talk to somebody that doesn't have that, it's like you kind of want to tone your enthusiasm back a little. You don't want to come like too overbearing, you know so much about baseball, but yeah, we all know like above and beyond what I think the average person does, and it's so much fun. It's probably me. I currently play club ball here at UCLA. I've been playing since I was 4, played all the way through high school. I played independent league ball when I was in junior college, and I still play now. So yeah, baseball, I mean, my dad was a baseball writer, not a player, but my brothers all play. I don't know, I've been a baseball dude for forever.
Yeah, for me, like Alex, started playing when I was 4 years old, played competitively through my sophomore year of high school, and now I'm just limited to pitching and slow pitch IM softball, but even that, it's a ton of blast to be on the field with your friends.
Absolutely.
I played until I was about 12, then I thought baseball was stupid, then I played tennis, kind of reignited my love for baseball just through some key players from my area, just really caught my interest. I got back into it, ended up playing senior year, mostly just sitting on the bench in high school, and then play IM softball every once in a while. But I definitely want to get back on the field post grad, do some like serious amateur ball, and really looking forward to getting back to that.
Yeah, I didn't make it past Little League, so.
I think that
let's start with him.
They're pretty great. They aren't going to win the World Series. They're good, but I'm afraid that it's just another year where we're going to spend $300 million empty-handed. So it's tough to say, but I'm predicting it now.
I am from New Jersey, so grew up a lifelong Yankee fan, still am. Tried to give the Dodgers a shot as my NL team. Went to a playoff game this year, and where the Dodgers and I kind of started to lose touch was a fan, may or may not have, threatened to stab me and my friends in the parking lot.
God.
We
Classic.
might have encountered, and this isn't all Dodger fans, Brent would never do this, we may have encountered some slight anti-Semitism in the parking lot. But that said, the on-field product, the Dodgers remind me a lot of what the Yankees used to be. They spend significantly more money than everybody else. Like 50% of the contracts don't pan out. So I like Dodger Stadium. I'll give them that much. I like the old school feel.
All right, I'm a Giants fan, born and raised, so there's some friendly competition. I mean, I prefer to just call it friendly domination, considering the past couple of seasons. But I do have a lot of respect for the Dodgers. Angels, not so much. Mike Trout is really interesting, but I will say I do actually like going to Dodgers Park, and oddly enough, if I'm in Giants gear and I'm going to a Dodgers-Giants game, I don't have too bad of a time. People, they'll heckle you, but overall it's a pretty decent experience.
Had it in the playoffs. Must have been the playoff vibes.
Yeah.
So you feel safe in Giants gear?
Not entirely. I mean, there is obviously like a dangerous past and that kind
Yeah.
of thing, but. At the same time, I think because of that, there's an understanding that this is a sport. It's supposed to be a bonding experience. It's supposed to be competitive, but not anything more than that. And I think in some ways, maybe the rivalry has kind of gotten better in that sense.
Eddie, I'm not sure you're aware, but a Dodgers fan put a Giants fan in a coma like 3 years ago
Yeah.
after a game.
Parking lot, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. The rivalry was pretty intense.
Yeah.
Well then, now I know.
Yeah. I grew up a Padres fan, but they've sucked my whole life. They went to the World Series in '98. I was very young, and they made the playoffs last 10 years ago. So for me, it's been seeing the Dodgers and the Giants, who've been in the NL West, pretty much dominate that entire time, and I'm just kind of like in the background waiting for my team to make moves, and they kind of suck as an organization. But if we're looking at this year, I'm probably picking the Giants. I mean, I hate them both. I hate the Dodgers more, but I hate the Giants quite a bit. But I'd pick them to win the division. And as for, fan safety, I've been, and I wear my Padres stuff, and I honestly think, they just don't care. Padre fans, they're not a blip on the radar, man. There's, 9 of us. Nobody gives a crap. So, yeah, I've had nothing but decent vibes. They always lose, but no one's ever threatened my safety.
Well, I mean, personally, I see someone wearing Padres gear, and I'm like, oh, sorry.
Dude, that's how I feel.
That's too bad.
Yeah, and then tuning in, it's sorry.
Guess I was just the lucky one then.
Yeah. I mean, I always say we talk way more about the Dodgers than we ever do the Giants. It drives Brent crazy for some reason that I don't understand, but it really is true. I think we're pretty good about it. We try to not get too partisan about things. I think it's overall trying to elevate everyone's understanding of the game and also just have a good time and just tell it how it is.
Yeah, I mean, I could say as the East Coast kid who isn't rooting for a team that's in the same division as these three. They're very professional on air. To my knowledge, in the almost 2 years we've been doing it, there have been no screaming matches, no near brawls. It's just, we're talking baseball, that's that. Usually we put our fandom aside.
Yeah, that's what I'd say is we usually aren't biased, but Andrew thinks that the Giants are the greatest thing since sliced bread. So anytime he brings them up, it's just the worst moment of my life.
Well, it's an even year, you can't forget that.
Yeah,
Even year.
exactly.
That is the most annoying phrase you'll ever hear a Giants fan say.
Yeah,
it's an even
They're
year.
good again, so they're probably gonna win the division.
And the other thing is, more people say to me it's an even year than I've ever heard Giants fans say it. Everyone wants to perpetuate it, and that's totally okay with me. That's fine. First year on campus, I was wearing a jersey, a Brian Wilson jersey, and this was 2012, so he'd actually gotten hurt at the beginning of the year and hadn't played on the team at all. And I was walking around with that jersey, and someone called me a bandwagoner. And I was just that's so off. I bought this jersey 2 years ago. This guy isn't even playing right now. You're the one who doesn't know anything.
That's one of my worst fears as a fan. If the Padres ever get good, I wear so much Padres crap. If someone calls me a bandwagoner,
I mean, the guy was wearing a Yankees hat, too.
So I was about to say that's the story of being a Yankee. It's no, I'm not a bandwagoner. I'm from New Jersey. I live 45 minutes from Yankee Stadium. And then they say, why aren't you a Mets fan? And then that argument's kind of valid, but still.
I'm trying to think about what year this is, 2011 or something. I got a bobblehead at a game, and it was like a blowout. Like the Diamondbacks were beating the Giants like 12-0. Everyone had left. It was like the ninth inning. I go all the way up to the front with my dad, and we just started heckling the players on our team. I was just kind of shaking the bobblehead at them. It looked to be really weird, but it was hilarious. I don't know. I just really enjoyed it. It was a down year. I think maybe it was 2011.
For me, it would be getting pneumonia for the Yankees.
Damn.
When your mom says, don't stand out in the rain without an umbrella or without a hood, you should listen. I was 13 years old. It was opening day in Baltimore. I was outside the Yankees hotel. Baltimore fans were yelling at my 13-year-old self. I didn't take it too well. And then I came home 3 days later, went to the doctor. He's like, yeah, you have viral pneumonia. So that was not ideal.
Oh, man. I don't know if you guys remember back when cameras had film, but they had those capsules, those little black capsules that you take the film out. And I was like, I don't know, 7 or 8. And I was in Qualcomm Stadium and the Padres were playing, whoever they were playing, probably the Giants actually. And I got seats because the Padres were bad, and this was like middle of August, so the team had pretty much given up, and so had the fans. So my dad and I got down like third base side, probably like 7 or 8 rows from the line. And I had this little film case, like this little film, whatever, like a canister, whatever it is, little thing. And I walked down to the edge, and I lean over, and I just got like a handful of dirt, and I just put it in this little capsule. And then I carried this capsule around for like weeks. There's a little Qualcomm dirt in a capsule, and I think I still have it somewhere. But I just thought that was really strange.
That's love.
And like after that, people had started selling like game-used dirt. I was like, hey man, I did that. I was 9 or 7.
Should have started a dirt business.
Yeah, I should have started a dirt business.
I don't have any crazy stories, but I'll bring up another bobblehead one that Andrew has told us in the past.
Okay.
So he got this bobblehead on a random, they were giving him out as like a promotion. And the guy behind him offered him $200 for it?
Yeah, I got $200. I was offered $200 for this bobblehead, but I didn't take it.
What was the bobblehead?
It was a Will Clark bobblehead, so it's
you told me that.
like pretty much the quintessential, like, only good homegrown Giants hitter for like probably 30 years. So I felt, and I still feel, that because he offered me $200 on the spot, it'll probably be worth more later. So I'm hanging on to it.
Gotta hope.
$200 for a bobblehead.
That sounds like a gambler's fallacy if I've ever heard of one.
Well, and also, I mean, the other thing is, it was less of a promotion, more of a reward for voting for the All-Star game. So I had to fill out 300 All-Star ballots, but honestly, my sisters, who were just bored during the game, they were doing most of them. They're just poking holes as fast as they can, so, it's just like...
I missed the poke holes All-Star ballots.
Yeah.
Now it's all online. It sucks the fun.
But no need to sell that. I didn't need cash for that. It's a reward in itself.
How old? When was it? How old were you?
I think that was like 2010, maybe.
I mean, they went
Maybe.
online, I would say, at least 5 years ago, so...
Okay, so
Yeah.
what,
Had to have been
16?
2011.
You got flush with cash at 16, you couldn't use $200, or you just loved Will Clark?
No comment. Thank you so much for putting up with us through the thick and thin, and you guys make it so much better. All the feedback I've ever heard has always been so overwhelmingly positive. It really allows me to continue to do this and want to continue to make the show better. Even in my final quarter here at UCLA Radio, I really want to go gangbusters with the whole thing. I'm very excited for Rivendell. All I'm gonna say is sound effects are gonna go crazy.
Chase Medorsky.
Brent Troop,
Andrew Gerson.
Alex Carr.
Mondays at 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. We're going to have a great quarter. We're going to have the former head researcher for Baseball Tonight come on sometime this quarter.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll make sure to keep our fans updated.
I'll say for my East Coast people, don't forget it's at 7 o'clock Eastern time now on Mondays. And I would just say thank you to the people who listen. I'd like to think that part of the reason we're the first sports show to be show of the month is a loyal fan base. Whether or not that's true, totally beyond me. But for now, we're going to assume it is. So thank you for that.
Yeah, Club Guys, 4, Mondays at 4. You guys got to tune in. All the Club Guys, Sean, Mitch, everybody else, you got to tune in Mondays at 4.
All right. Thanks for swinging by. That's it.